Before you go and spend money on a supplement that is intended to give you more energy, you need to consider the functional aspects of your health that need support so you're not missing the basic nutrients that you need to make your body function on a biological level. And two that I think are really common that people assume that they don't need or they don't even know about is copper. Copper is needed for your adrenals, which are like your energy producing hormone. So you need it to have stamina, focus, energy. It helps create dopamine. So people that have issues with concentration, as well as like motivation or even just a positive mood from doing tasks that they need to achieve, copper could really help with that. And it is physically needed for that, as well as so many other things. And vitamin C, people probably don't realize that they could definitely be deficient in, even if you eat like a decent amount of fruits and vegetables. If you're not eating the right ones that are specifically dense in vitamin C, then you could be low, and that's extremely important. It's not like vitamin C deficiency is something that's tested for anymore, but some people, when they're fighting illnesses, and they do happen to have the knowledge to test for it, they do end up being deficient, and that's incredibly important. And then you need sodium and potassium for your adrenals as well, and for the function of all of your cells, for like your neurotransmitter function, which is like your feel-good hormones or your like motivating hormones, and your hormones kind of control your perception and how you feel and how you're capable in the world. So that's really important. And another one that people just don't know about is iodine. People might know that iodine is in salt, but a lot of people actually don't even take in iodine in salt anymore because so many people are consuming unrefined like sea salt. So that doesn't have the iodine that we need. And even the minimum requirements, which are quite low compared to what seems to cause like optimal function for consumption, even the minimum requirements are often not met, once again, because people don't realize the importance of it because it's not listed on like the nutrition requirements. People just don't realize that they're low in it, but some of the best sources are like seafood, seaweed, and then in the US, milk is a good source. But it's really important. And you can track all of your nutrients in an app called Chronometer or on chronometer.com for free. And another one, like for me, because I need methylation support, I like methylated B vitamins, and they help so much with energy. Like, I'll feel great after taking them, even if I'm like severely sleep deprived. That's how much of a difference it can make. And it really just depends on your unique composition, whether you need methylated or not. And that's where it helps to work with a practitioner or get like DNA testing, which is like methylation testing, which you can do on your own or through a practitioner, like 23andMe or things like that have like different levels of like details to help you know like what supplements you need to feel your best. And then protein, when I finally started eating like enough protein, which is like a minimum of 80 grams per day, I started feeling like I wanted to get up out of bed in the morning, and I didn't know that was like possible on that level, even though I had been like so dedicated to health and I thought I was doing everything right up until that point. And also one that probably is debated a little more is carbs. Carbs are literally energy. Our body breaks down everything into carbs for a reason. So even if you're not giving your body carbs, your body will give itself carbs by literally eating itself. That's how bad you need it for actual energy. So that is really important. And one that just made me think of is calories. Calories are literal energy. And if you're regularly underfeeding as far as calories, you will simply not have enough energy. You need the ATP to make your mitochondria function, to have the energy to feel well. And then last but not least, addressing infection is really important. I would definitely cover everything else first because it's possible that your body just needs the basic ingredients to function in order to fight infection potentially. But if you're doing all of those other things, then you could have an infection like yeast or parasites or chronic fatigue can be caused by Epstein-Barr. That is like infected your liver, and even if you don't actively have an infection, it could still affect you long term. And a lot of people find that they have Epstein-Barr when they do test for it, and that can be a major cause of serious fatigue. So there's some things that you can take for that, like antivirals, and also supporting the body in general can also help handle it depending on what you uniquely need, which again is helpful to find a practitioner for if you need.